What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. It's been a long time, guys. I'm really happy to be here with you on this Sunday. Thank you for giving me your time. We're going to be walking through all of the trades from SPY this week, and I'm going to give you everything step by step. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, who do we have in the building? Let's get some love out here. AV Trading Wars Army, what's going on? Ramon Trading Wars Army, Test Games, Nandi, Collateral, Orgio, what's going on? Edwin Trading Wars Army, good to see you. Good to see you guys. So welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's dig right into it. Okay. So we had a short week this week, and because of that, sometimes trading is not always the cleanest. And if you kind of look, if we just zoom out, this was the trading range for the week. You see, it was a lot of back and forth. It was not trending at all. And that's kind of what happens on those short weeks and something you need to be aware of. And that's kind of how I was trying to trade this week, is not to size too much because you can get yourself into some trouble. Angie, Trading Wars Army, good to see you. All right. Andy P, what's going on? All right, so let's do this. Okay, boom. Let's hit the replay. So the first trade that I took, guys, is one of my techniques that I don't usually always trade. I use it in special situations. It's called the previous day's range Fibonacci. All right, so here is the low and high of Friday. And the first candle that popped up here was inside of the range. And because we're inside of that range, that's screaming to me that it might be a back and forth choppy kind of day. So one of the strategies that I use is called the previous day's range Fibonacci. This is something that I created. So what I do here is I take the Fibonacci from the low to the high of the previous day. And where I'm looking at is pretty much in the golden zone from the 50 to the 786. But I'm looking to see, um, if I will be able to get some kind of support at these Fibonacci levels. All right. So let's go into the Discord and let me walk you through. By the way, I have a new Trading War member market outlook video. So if you're in the Discord and you haven't checked this video out, check it out. I'm trying to always think of ways to add more value to you guys. So I did this weekly market outlook video. So check that out if you haven't seen that yet. All right, so let's go back in time here. This was the 31st. I gotta go back to the beginning of the week and walk you guys through. Here we go. All right, so we had an inside open. Like I said, we had our long trigger, which didn't fill. And I said, smells like a choppy day, cashes a position. And then I drew the previous day's range Fibonacci for everybody. And we ended up getting long at 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern. And then we hit our targets, boom, bang. Okay, and so let me show you what I was looking at. So once we came into the 618 right here, so at first, when I looked at this, I was like, you know what? This doesn't look like it's going to hold. But the next candle came and recaptured it. So when we started to turn back above the 618 is when I decided to go long here, because sometimes especially when you're using this previous day's range, you want to make sure that you have some kind of confirmation in the sense that you see actual buying coming in. So was able to get that there, guys, took it back up on that pop with the targets. And then we came back and did this double bottom. So that was the key right there, because we had an outside bar kicker and that was all she wrote. That was the low of the day right there. So beautiful, beautiful day. And then, we came and we retested the highs, and you see how key it is to always have your previous day's high and low, because especially on an inside day, look how the previous day's high acts as a rejection until we actually sell off, right? So it's actually pretty intense, the fact that those simple lines can add a lot of value. If the previous day was down move, do you reverse the PDR fib high to lowers it? It depends which direction I want to go. So if I'm going to go long, I just take it from low to high, but it doesn't really matter. What you're trying to do is buy near the bottom and sell near the top. That's pretty much how you should think about it. Okay. And then some things to note here is once we got the low of the day in, if we take that fib from this low to high right here, we traded exactly on the 618 and we made a measured move to the 786, which lined up, pretty much near the previous day's high. And that was the sell-off. Okay. So I was really happy with the performance on that day because we kept it very simple. And let's move on now to this is going to be Wednesday because we had a short week. So hit me with a six if that makes sense. Did that make sense? We all good to go on that? And now I'm coming to probably the most important play of the week, the one where we made a lot of money to the point that it just paid for the week. So let me get there. All right. So as you guys know, we have our Fibonacci live channels. Okay. But let's go ahead here and just move up our low and high so we have a good reference point. So there's our high and there's our low. Okay. So we use the morning leg Fibonacci on Wednesday, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So the first thing we did is we had this push down. Okay. And anytime you have a directional push, you can draw the fib because the Fibonacci is looking to take advantage of that retest. Okay. So here we go right there. We came back in. So look, whenever the anchor goes lower, you pull it lower. Okay. So that's why I want to show you in real time. Now we start to reverse. We came exactly to the 618 here, guys. And then check this out. It was a beauty. And that right there, my friends, that is the power of Fibonacci. That's why I love Fibonacci. And that's why I want to teach you Fibonacci, because that trade, it does not get any better than that. I just want you to look at that for 1 second and tell me if that's not amazing. You touch a 618 and you just flip, you drop it like it's hot. All right. And let's go ahead. Let me go to my brother's small account challenge here, Derry, and let's go ahead and get his trade here. So he took this one in the room. It was right here. So this was the $612 in profits here, and he did only 2 micro contracts, guys. That's it, only 2. So if, man, you can trade this with a tiny account. It's a micro, guys. It's not even a real contract, not a full size. Okay. So that was the profits on there. And then let me just go into the Discord. So this is where we do the Fibonacci live setups. Okay. So make sure you are looking at this channel. This is where we do all of the step-by-step guides. Okay. So it was, let me just go back right here. So it was right here. Okay. So I'll just walk you through it. So this was dairy in the morning. Interesting price action this morning. We have the trigger above us, yesterday's high. Let's see if we can get into the golden zone. So we drew the fibs for everybody, just like I did for you guys. And then we said 618 filled short. So that was at 9:55 Eastern. All right. And then boom, nice reaction. So we got the instant reaction, guys. And then we just flushed. We just like flush, drop it like it's hot. Right. And then I was like this. At the SPY VIP, dairy is the fib god. So that was really, really nice. All right. So guys, send me the rockets for that trade because that was the trade of the week. Just a beauty, absolute stunner. And when you get plays like that, it's like 250, 300%. You hit that one time, as long as your position sizing is good for the rest of the week, you should be golden. And that's the power of using good risk management. You hit it one good trade, and that will pay for your week. All right. So I also had the short and long trigger, and let me walk you through that. All right. So I'll go to the 1st of June. So these triggers are, pretty much the kind of very like straightforward approach. Very, very straightforward. It's just levels. It's line in the sand. That's how we trade those. Okay. So the long one was 415.82. Right. And let me make this green. And then the short one was 410.67. So let me go ahead and draw that too. So right here, 410.67. So let me just talk to you guys about these. So I did take the long trigger right off the bat at the open, and I was able to cover a bit. I got the stop loss to break even pretty quickly because whenever we come into this previous day's high area, that's where I start to be like, it's got to work now or never. Okay. So that one was pretty much a scratch. But when we came down here to the short trigger, look how clean this was. So beautiful. So we even had a retest. Okay. So if you missed the boat, we came back, retested, came down. So we had that V trigger. So this is really nice. I mean, I would honestly, if you hit days like this, guys, you could pretty much just call it a day. You could literally just call it a day. Okay, you don't even need to continue. All right, so there we go, my friends. That is the 1st of June right there. And then let's fast forward here and let me move on. So that was that day, and then now the second is there. Okay. All right. So that was our home run play. I also posted it on Twitter. Um, should I go and look for it? Let me look for it. Just because I just want to show you guys that I always post free things on Twitter. Always, always, always. So make sure you follow me there, because that's how I started in this game. I gave free call outs until people actually said, hey, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about a little bit. And I'm going to continue to do that. Right. So where was it? So there was another free trade idea I did later on in the week, but this one was earlier. Where are you? Yeah, so this was the options there. The 0 day to expire, 414 put, 238% off that 618. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So I posted this one earlier in the day, and we came back here. So I said, holding a runner short, let's go Fib Life. And that was a beauty. All right. Okay, so let's continue. So where are we now? All right, so we are on the 2nd. So let me go ahead and just clean up the chart. Let's move our lines. Sometimes if you don't move your lines like this, you get confused. Okay, so always have a clean chart. What's going on, boys? So we have some questions. For the automated triggers, are you using 100 share, whatever you can afford? Yeah, it's all depends on your risk. Just start off small and then increase your shares, your size, your contracts as you make more money. Picks at fire, struggling with letting winners run and stopping losses. You'll find a balance over time. You will. So you just got to keep trading. You'll find your balance. Okay. All right. So here we go. So I am on the 2nd of June. And what we did on this day, guys, was a 3-minute inside bar breakdown. So this day, I remember it was really, really fast, really, really intense. But we came here within the second candle, we got this 3-minute inside bar, and I wanted to take a shot with this, guys, because it was a very nice tight risk. How do we get into Discord? Tradingwars.com. I'll show you that right at the end. All right. So right here we have that inside bar, and I love playing these when they're tight like this and with wicks. You see we had a big wick here, so we went short once we broke the low of that inside bar, and boom, we got a nice flush right there. So it was really quick, and you had to be quick on this one though. So using my Fibonacci targets, right? So the first target is at the 272 extension, which is right there, and then the 50, and then we moved to stop to break even, got trailed out on the rest. Very, very fast that day. Okay, so that was the 3-minute inside bar. So that was my first play. And then we'll go here, back here. Okay, and I got to pull up the long trigger for the 2nd of June, because that was the other one that I took, 4:15:31. All right, so that was my line in the sand. And at the time, I wasn't thinking that we were going to get back up here, but we did. And that's why the triggers are very, very simplistic, meaning that you just, it's a line and you play off of the line. If it breaks the line, you're in the trade. That's it. You don't need to like look at the chart and say, hey, what's going on? What's this and that and that? Just focus on the lines. Okay. So we came all the way back up here, guys. Crazy, crazy. We also had the short trigger, which was down here. That one was a little scalp, took us down. So you see how I'm always cautious scaling out near the lows or the highs, because those are always going to be reversal points. Always, always, always. We came all the way back up here, guys. All the way. Like, this was a crazy day. And we broke through right there. Did a little bit of sideways action and then rallied straight into the close. So that was a beauty. And I actually remember calling this one out on Twitter, just to give you guys a little bit of the fun. Where were we? SPY free trade idea. My line in the sand is 4:15:31. So that was the same one that I shared right there, guys. So make sure you follow the Twitter. Lots of stuff. At least one trade or two trades a week. I try to make sure that you guys have something. Okay. And then we came to Friday. So Friday, I got off to a slow start, and I'll show you why. I started off here with the opening range breakout. And what happened there? don't think that's right. Because I remember that I lost on this trade, but it looks like it won right now. No, 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 something's wrong here. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know what is that, like a trick? Anyways, yes. So here we are on the 3 minute chart. I started off with the orb and got long in the morning, and right after that, guys, we got like barely a little push and it just sold off right away. The morning part, if you look at this chart, was very difficult to trade, and I did take a loser right off the bat. And let me just show you the live commentary just to show you guys, there are losers. There always will be. That's the cost of doing business. You got to lose sometimes. So right here, let's do this long first target. I did also add a little bit on this pullback on this fib, which did pop up a bit. And I was able to I was able to reduce some of my risk because we did have a little scalp, but it wasn't anything to actually make profit. So just took a loss on that. However, we did, if I go back to the Fibonacci live setups, we had a beautiful afternoon leg that we drew up together. So here was the high and the low that I'm going to show you right now. And then this one was the money play into the close right here, guys. So you take your fib from your high to your low. And I was thinking about it, and I think the afternoon leg is probably um, a little bit more simpler because it usually comes around lunchtime and the chart's a little bit slower. So it allows new traders to have the ability to kind of relax and not feel too panicked. But as we always do, we draw them for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But I like the fact that you have a little bit more time because this trade was at literally 1 o'clock, right? So it took the whole morning and into lunchtime for this to develop. So we had our push down, right? And we pulled back into the golden zone, and we had the waterfall confirmation. And the waterfall is when, so you notice how none of these lows were broken until we got up here. So this is a change in trend right here, right there. Boom. That's your signal. That's your entry. Take it back down. This one was about 40 or 50%. Really, really nice. But yeah, that trade made back for all the craziness in the morning. And yeah, very happy with the week. Overall, extremely happy. This trade right here, got to put it in the Hall of Fame. This one was a beauty. But notice, guys, when we day trade, look what can happen. You can short and it can come all the way back up. And I think a lot of people struggle with taking profits. Trust me, I've been in the game for so long that if you don't take profits, you're going to go bankrupt. You will. And I always have a system to taking my profits when I day trade. I never let them become, investments or swings or stuff like that, unless I made a lot of money. Then I'm okay to do it. But never a loser. The first stop is the cheapest stop. Okay. Your first stop loss will always be the cheapest stop loss. I learned that a long, long time ago. And I learned that after losing a lot of money. All right. All right, guys. So there we go. Hit me with a 10 if you enjoyed that recap, if it was good and simple. We need to also mention the stocks. So you guys know I have the stock room as well, and we have our trade plans here for the stocks. So for me, for highlights from this week, there were two trades that made my week. I'll show you one of them, which was Intel. I made a video for Intel too, if you're interested in the automated trades that I do. And you could take a look at that. So where was my friend Intel? So this was the video. So if you want to learn about doing automated triggers, check this one out. And right here, guys. So I shorted 2,059 shares of Intel, and I made $1,460. So that's not bad for one day. That's definitely not bad. And that one made my whole week because I'm risking about like $300 or $400 maximum on these trades. So when I hit a big one like that, that's going to pay for the whole week. So really, really nice there as well. All right. Okay. Just a quick update. So this is MNQ, which is the micro futures. I am still holding my one contract that I bought at 11,964. And I'm going to be also posting some potential long-term investment opportunities in the queues. For anybody that's interested, it'll be in the Discord, or if they want to use futures. It is very high risk, high reward. So please understand that if you're going to use margin, it is a double-edged sword. So make sure you have a stop loss. I have a stop loss here. Or if I don't have a stop loss, I'm only going to put in enough contracts that I know I can never get margin called. Literally, the stock market would have to go to like crash. It would have to be like down 40% for me to get margin called. Okay. So make sure you do it the right way. All right. Boom. Do you offer a live voice call soon? I think I'm gonna, maybe in a few months, I'm gonna think about doing that. Um, it's hard, guys, because remember, I trade. I'm a real trader. Like I show you guys my profit and loss, and it's very stressful. Trust me. I have to have a lot of trades that are going on at the same time. I need to be focused and manage those. And I don't want to mess. I don't want to screw up, and I don't want to. I don't want to screw up my account. I don't want to screw up your account. You know what I mean, guys? So that's why I don't do that. I'm not just sitting out there just like saying calls all day. I have my own trades, my own account. I'm trying to grow it with you guys because that's the right way to do this is to try to, you have to go for it too, not tell people what to do if you're not willing to do it yourself. Okay. So what's next? Let's go ahead and do some market scans. Are you ready for some market scans? Hit me with a 7 if you're ready for some market scans. And guys, the fib play that I showed you, this one right here, literally check me out at tradingwars.com. This book, guys, this fib and options mastery book, I wrote it. It was my first book, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I added part 2, which is basically a second edition that talks about how to do this automated and with options. All right. So look, if you like that, if you hit that play, remember I gave this one for free on Twitter and this one for free. So if you guys are gaining value, support me, grab a copy of the book and come trade with us tomorrow. All right. That's a good deal. Trust me. You get the book, get all the indicators for life, get all the scanners for life, come to the room, trade with us for a month, learn something, and keep going. All right. So check me out here. Spy book. I don't even need to say this is one of the best books that I've written. Check it out. And then here is the general stock book. This is the OG. Or you can sign up directly on the main page here if you're interested, just for the rooms. Okay. All right. I know somebody was asking. Here's the Discord right there. Once you sign up, okay, then you fill out the form, and we'll get you right in. All right, let's do some market scans. So I was scanning a little bit earlier, and let me start from the beginning. So I love to use Trendspider for my scans, very clean and effective. So let's go here to the blue raindrop, and let's start off with the weekly. So weekly raindrops are very powerful patterns, very rare as well. So we had progressive, that's why I have it up here. And if you look at progressive, guys, it's just been an absolute animal, right? Absolute animal, just all-time highs again. And whenever we have a raindrop near the all-time highs, this is a form of consolidation. So this could be a simple breakout play above this raindrop to see if we can push higher. Could also be a double top right here. So either way of the break of this bar will be a nice setup. So that's progressive. There's nothing else here. ATVI, I saw this one, but it looks really tight and choppy. But this might be the start of a new trend for ATVI with that blue raindrop. You could see in the past we've had some key ones. We're here, like near the bottoms. So looking at that, let's go ahead and look at the daily chart now, see if we can find anything. Richard, you have different picks yesterday. Yeah, those picks yesterday were an old tweet that I saved and somehow it posted. I don't know how. Can you share scan settings? So brother, all you have to do is reach out to Trendspider they'll send you the scans. So just say you want to join Trading Wars affiliate, they'll send you the scans. You just click on it and then it'll be a part of your scanner. What else do we have here? So on the daily here, not seeing any of these names. I don't really play. Under Armour, I do. It's a nice one here. Nice little tight raindrop. Nike again, really. So the last time we had Nike was here. We had that call out we did. This one was a big boy. And now we have the same pattern. So why not try it again? Looks like, and it's also an inside bar. So that's a very, very powerful. So Nike on the watch list again. Let's go ahead and look at the Holy Grails, see if we can find anything. So these are my patterns. Beautiful Google right there. Exceptional. Let's go ahead and look at the candles. So, the Holy Grail, the last time we had one was September 15, 2021, which was a major pivot point. So the Holy Grails are very, very rare. So this is going to be one of my top picks going into tomorrow. So make sure to follow Google, check it out. Okay, what else do we have? Nothing else that catches my attention. And let's scan the Nirvana. See if we have any nice ones. So no, nothing that I really trade. So there we go. So there is my plays there, guys. As always, if you have Trendspider, and it's very simple to get all my scans, just DM them, email. I think it's hello@trendspider.com or whatever their support is. They'll set you up, guys, and it'll help me out as well. Okay. So, or if you want, you can use my direct link, but I'm not going to force you to just sign up for something if you're not already using it. So what else do we have here? Inside bar on top of Bollinger Band. We're just gonna be, yep, definitely, brother. Yeah, looks great. Okay, my friends, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're filling out your 100 trade journal. Okay, this is in the Discord. Make sure I want to see your win streak, your losing streak. I want to see everything. And I'm gonna tell you guys something here. Let's talk about this. This is very serious, okay? And it's something that I think is important. So you're going to be filling this in. Okay. You're going to be doing like, 10, 20, whatever. And you're going to find on this, when you look back, there's going to be one day, let's just say like this, $100 profit, $150 profit, 200, minus 50, minus 75, 500 or something. And then there's going to be the one day like this. Okay? And let me ask you right now, if you're looking at this, does that kind of look familiar? Hit me with a 1 if that looks familiar to you. And the reason I'm saying this is when you start to really journal your trades, and I've learned this over the years, there's literally probably one trade, one mistake, one day. It's usually one day where everything goes bad, where you double down, you get FOMO, and on that one day, that's the day where you go from being a profitable trader to losing money, right? And I will help you get through that. Our community will help you get through that. We have a great community, but you got to document it, and you have to understand, you have to own up to your mistakes. Okay. You can't, just because you have one bad day doesn't mean that you have to give up, or it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. A lot of the times it's just those little mistakes. When we can fix them, if we can fix them, then all of a sudden you're going to start seeing the profitability that you want. So it's very important for me today. That's the message that I want to give to you is be diligent, track all of your trades. And I'm sure you're not a bad trader. You're not the worst trader. It's all math. It's all probability. But there's going to be 1 or 2 days where you let things slide away. And those are the days that you need to identify what went wrong. Were you in a bad mood? You didn't sleep well? You didn't eat well? You weren't, I don't know, you didn't play basketball that day? Something. There's going to be a trigger, right? No pun intended. There's going to be a trigger for the bad behavior. All right. And we're going to fix that. Okay. So make sure you're doing it. All right. In the Discord, right under the paid indicators and tools. And then there's also the free one right over here. In case you just want the PDF, there's a free version. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Very much appreciate you, my friends. Let's do some giveaways real quick. Hit me with a 3 if you're down for some giveaways. So we're gonna do one for the Trading Wars Army, and we're gonna do one for just the whole community. Okay. And what else I want to say? I want to say a few things. I just want to say, I really appreciate you guys. And one of the things that really changed my trading is automation, because those days, like the ones that you know about, the ones that I've been that like that minus $1,000 day, a lot of the times if you have automation in play, it's gonna protect you, like because you're gonna have an automated stop loss and an automated target, and that's it. And that's kind of where you need to get to at some point, a mixture of live trading and automated trading, so you have a balance. That's what works the best for me. All right, so let's do this. Let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna go to my channel and I'm gonna pick one of our videos from last week, see. Okay, we'll do this one. All right, let me bring it over. So this one is the stock market hack PDR fibs. Thank you for the viewership there and the support. Appreciate you guys. And let's go ahead and pick a winner from here. 24.
Are you tired of not being
God.
able to?
Man, these guys are making money off of me, and I'm not. Man, it's intense. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up right here. So random number generator. I have number 1, number 24. Let me pull it over here. I didn't click generate yet. Okay, did not click generate. So this was already there for some reason. Ready, set, go. 15. Okay, so there we go. So number 15. Who is number 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Mr. Ryan Kuhn. Triggers had another solid day. Small gains keep adding up. Thanks, Rich. Thank you for the comment, and DM me on Twitter, brother. We'll verify you to start with a book and 1 month for free. So thank you very much for your comment. It's very much appreciated. All right, and then let's do one for the army. Love my army. Thank you guys for always being on these videos. Keeps me focused. So let's see, how much members do we have right now? That is a good question. Let's see if the army has been grown. Man, sometimes I can't even find where the army's at in the YouTube, because they got it laid out in an interesting way, to say the least. All right, I think it's here. Yep. Okay, I found it. We're making moves here. All right. So we have. Nope, I lied. Okay, we're good. We have 101 members. Beautiful. Okay. So here we go. Number 1 to 101, 321. Boom. Number 76. Okay. So I'm not gonna count to number 76 on stream because I'll probably go crazy. But I could do it from the backwards, but that's a waste of time. So I will go ahead and get number 76. I will DM you because you're a part of the army here. So I will DM you, get you all set up. All right. So thank you very much, guys, for the time. I appreciate you. You guys are the best for being here. Fibs for life, man. I'm telling you, once you open your eyes to the fibs, you can never see trading again the same way. It will never be the same way for you guys. So I hope you learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Let's get some rest. Get ready for tomorrow. It's going to be a long trading week, but there's always going to be lots and lots of opportunity. So let's make sure we finish green again. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.